Our dad's building Cody he's building Cody a bracket for a shifter. He got him a new shifter. He'll come up, turn back.
He gave him a new shifter. And another guy was going to build him that stand to put the shifter on. So
6 weeks ago.
6 or 8 weeks ago, so it ain't going to get done. So I'm going to fix him on there real quick.
Yeah.
He'll have it.
Sounds good. Let me get this other piece of plate metal.
You just curl right back over. This right here will be the bend. Cut it back right there, and this will roll back and set flat right there. This will go on the bottom of the bolt to the floor right there on this floor panel.
All right, so no, I know, it's ridiculous. So strikes again. Put my carburetors on, and I've rebuilt carburetors so many times. Put them on, fire them up perfect. These are idling up and dying and idling up and dying. I'm like, what's going on? No vacuum leak nowhere. And then we get to the intake, and where I silicone this, it's blowed out. So it's pulling vacuum between the top and the bottom of the tunnel ram. So we're going to try to make me a gasket and put in it, because you can't buy them gaskets nowhere. So, oh, that sucks. The part for the shifter.
This will be for the shifter.
Look at that sweet cut.
This will have a little angle in it. That'll be the plate for the floor. That right there, I'll sit there and have a little angle at it. And that'll be another right there for the shifter.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Come right back over the seat. There you go. That old shit tubing and shit going around. So it ain't that big a deal. And Cody's all pumped up on having one of these, so.
Let's put some tacks on it. Well, Dad's custom Cody S10 shifter is built.
I didn't make it.
No, yes you did. I didn't do it.
You welded it.
I welded it. You made everything.
I can't weld worth fuck. I can't weld worth shit.
That's a big day special. That's a limited edition. Ain't but one in the world.
I still suck.
Ain't but one in the world.
Well, it got made though. Hell, ain't
So Cody, consider yourself lucky. You got a one of a kind big daddy special.
Yeah. Yep. It'll work.
He don't do that for just nobody.
Hell no. I don't like nobody nick. I just want him to have it done because I'm a hot rodder dude, and I know you don't want to fucking, if you want something, you fucking want it. And if you can't make it, it sucks to wait on somebody to fucking make you something. So, look, I made it.
Yep.
I know how it feels. Like, you're like, damn, that's something like that, like one of them things you see when them race cars, you're like, look, I'd like to have one of them.
Yeah, that's
if
cool.
You can't get one, it sucks, so now he's got one. So, there you go.
That's trick right there, man. And we even put the slope for the tunnel so that when this sets on the tunnel, the shifter's level. Ooh, that's hot.
I set it there when it cools off and see how it looks.
Yeah.
That's just a piece of damn pretty thick. I don't know, it ain't muffler tubing. I don't know exactly what that is.
It's a piece of roll bar off of a go-kart. It's
shifter,
plenty good.
Man.
It's plenty good. It's plenty good.
That shifter up there close to him. Another thing, this ain't for fucking looks. That fucking truck's getting fast and mean. Justin got that thing ripping. And you got to have that shifter right there. You can't be fucking around with that. When it gets its tire speed up, you need the shifter up there where you can hit it.
Comfortable.
Because if you have to fumble far around, you'll wind up putting her in the ditch.
Yeah, you got to be able to reaching down to work that shifter he's got on the floor just ain't no good.
He's running good now.
Well, that'd be perfect. Look at that.
This seat's 8 inches. Hell, that's 10 inches right there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Fuck yeah.
There that is. They cleaned it up and painted it. It's looking good.
Yeah, I never used one of these little things before. That thing works pretty good.
The flapper wheels are cool.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get me a couple of flapper wheels up there.
Clean it up nice.
Dress it up nice. Get rid of them run more.
And you shot it with cheap paint. That way it don't take 16 hours to dry. We're back out here today and it's raining. Like normal. Alright, got some gasket material. We'll make my gaskets for the tunnel ram.
We got two kinds of gasket material. We bought two.
Yeah. This was $8.49, the other one was $7.99. This is like a rubber fiber. This should be good. I'm gonna make my gaskets and seal that top back on that plenum and try this again. That'll make me a little template. Alright, cool. Alright, there's your first gasket. They made this little punch the holes out. See? Just round it up where it's kind of sharp and hit the back end with a hammer. You look through, you find your center, and you hit it with a hammer. Works great. So there's one. Just gotta make the other one and then glue them to the top on them. There's my gaskets. Alright, got the carbs on. Everything's, it's doing exactly like it's supposed to do now. Got them tuned in, got the timing set the time at 30. Should fire right up without pump shot or anything. Mixture should be just right. Because it's got a 112.
Yeah, it takes a long time to change pitch.
Yeah. Pulling about 12 inches of vacuum right there too, which means that that's the happiest the motor's been as far as the fuel. All right, I'm building a boost controller. So I got a spring in there and a bearing ball bearing that I cut out of an actual big bearing. Took that, drop it down in there. Got this spring out of one of these spring packs. This is all crap we had laying around. Got out of one of them. This is just junk. I'm just making this thing piece together. Run that down in there. See, nice and snug fit. Then I took a fitting for oil pressure that goes in the block. I drilled it and tapped it with, what is this, 10 by 24? Yeah, 10-24 tap. Found a screw like this that I had in my box. I don't know where I got it, but it's a perfect thread. Put me a carburetor gasket underneath that. And then I'm going to figure out how far I want this to go in. Then I'm going to cut and weld this jam nut to it so that spring has like a pocket to set in. So it centers it and it'll set up against that flat spot. Then I'll be able to adjust boost pressure. What goes to the regular. See, what'll come in here, it'll hit that check ball, and the resistance from the spring will keep the check ball from allowing it to bypass till it gets to a certain pressure. Then it bypasses, then it goes to the wastegates to my 5-pound springs. So I'll be able to go from 5-pound to 10-pound, 11-pound, 12-pound, whatever I want to do, all based off this adjustment. And I'll put a jam nut on there. So, pretty simple, but pretty cool. I got other fittings. I got a straight fitting that I'm going to put in, but this is all just crap I had laying in a box. Didn't have to buy nothing, so that is pretty cool. But this port will be plugged. This will be where the adjuster goes, and then right here is where it'll come out and go to the wastegates. So it'll come in, regulate, it's basically a check valve. Come in, regulate, then go to the wastegate. So that's what I'm doing, making it work. So this, I welded a little ball around that, just a spot weld around. Then took and ground a sort of a sharp rounded cone. And that cone sets. Let me put this back in and I'll show you. So that cone sets down in that spring, if you can see it. Then as you adjust it, see it puts tension on the spring, which increases the check ball pressure. Let me back it all the way out and you can hear. There it is. I went and got the fittings out of my box for my blow-off valve, because I had extras. Boom, boom. Springs in there, check ball sits in the bottom of that. And hook the compressor up to it and see how good it works. Pretty cool. Basically nothing. Alright, putting a blow-off valve on it. We're going to try to take it to the road tomorrow. So I'm putting a blow-off valve on. Just drill me a hole and maybe a tube, and that should work. Should clear. I need to set the hood on check, but it should be alright. Alright, we got that made. When I started welding, I welded this side first and it pulled it sideways, so I'll slice it tomorrow and square it back up. But running a welding wire, so like I said, I'll cut that right there tomorrow, and that'll take a little bit out and I'll pull it back straight. And I got to finish welding up around that, but that's basically how the blow-off valve is going to be. Clears, hood and everything, so alright, I'm going to finish up tomorrow. I'll get some welding wire, and I guess tomorrow will be the day of the street down there. Alright, blow-off valve is on. It was straighter than it was. All the lines is plumbed. All I gotta do is get the wastegate and put on here, put the 5-pound spring in that one, and I'll be able to do my boost controller, which is laying right there, which we tested last night and it actually works, so that's cool. Alright, now I'm going to fire it up and make sure that the blow-off valve doesn't open while it's idling. Make sure my spring's stiff enough. Then we're going to try to take it up the road. Couldn't tell you. Alright, I got my boost controller plumbed in there, 5-pound springs and the wastegates. Fix a mover ramp truck, back this thing out, and that's what we always use for the initial upper road to make sure we can read the boost. So,
Top notch them out,
yeah,
as always.
Zip ties. I got another gauge, but it's a little dookie gauge, and I ain't got
Y'all ever
no.
think, what would a man ever done without a zip tie? There's anything at that damn thing. Somebody sat at home one day and made them, and damn boy, it took off.
Oh yeah, geniuses.
I mean, that's a hot rodder. I'm sure that all other trades use it, but that's a hot rodder's dream, is a zip tie.
Oh yeah, zip toy.
Looks like a champ. And it worked. They've always been flawless from the first design.
Yeah.
All right. They've been redone.
I guess I'll start this. Let's sit here and get some heat in it, and while we move everything around. All right, we're fixing to go up the road. This is 5 psi springs, twin turbo tunnel ram, 342 gear, 388 small block.
Exactly
Pump gas.
That's exactly the way I want it.
That's right. Mama says that's exactly the way she wants it. Let's take off and see what happens.
Yes, and a bundle of nerves.
Yep.
You got that adrenaline to rest and run.
Yeah. I just want it to be smooth. I want my transitions to be smooth. I want the fuel to come in like it's supposed to. This is all new right here.
No, we'll be back. Might be walking. We'll be back.
Don't say that. it's not, it won't even take off. It's I mean, it's either not enough timing or it's too much fuel. That freaking timing light, that timing light's probably wrong. Blow both these off. The camera was too far in. I couldn't even take off. Couldn't even go wide open throttle. I was just Timing's too low. 30 degrees is not enough timing.
Roller coaster up, then you freeze all shit again.
That's just so aggravating.
It's a hot rod, man.
No, but this, I've got this down. It should be perfect.
It can't be perfect.
It should be. It was the last time. Colton's was, after I put wastegates on Colton's, it was like, boom, okay, we're getting faster, getting faster, getting faster. I can't even go up a road.
Oh, son.
I get it figured out. I'm just,
We'll figure it out.
just dumb.
You got that
Ridiculous.
hot rod discussed right now. It'll be all right.
Yeah, this should work perfect. Or at least,
It is depressing though. You work your ass off on it and then it shows it's
but it's been like this at time after time. I pulled the motor, rebuilt the motor, put it back in. Then I had to do this, had to do that. Then that wouldn't work. Then it wasn't idle. Then it was fouling the plugs. And then blah, blah, blah.
Where you reach down and get your heart and soul. That's why it takes heart and soul to do some experimental shit, because you got to keep on doing it. You can't fucking just give up.
I don't want to do experimental no more. I just want
No
to,
fun and backwards.
I just want to go fast.
Well, I know, but then that's how the price you pay. You change a lot. All that part's good. And you cam and all that's good. It's just something, it's either got too much gas or too much air.
It's got not enough air because it was blowed off, and it ain't got enough timing. I can tell you right now, there's not enough timing.
But you can't put timing in it because you want to run 10-pound boost.
I think I could run 10 pounds at 36 degrees.
If you put 10 pounds in it, it sounds sluggish as hell. I mean, that might be the timing.
If you got tubing out of a scrapyard and it ain't got no lip on it, it's made for turbos, take your welder, run around it and make a lip. Grind it down where it's sort of kind of smooth and put it in there and hope for the best. So I'm going to tune this thing like it's naturally aspirated. Yeah, I'm going to put the timing where I want it to be. Forget this low crap timing. I'm going to put the timing where it needs to be. I'm going to change the power valves, put them 4.5s in it like it was a naturally aspirated motor, and then it ought to run great, and then the boost will just be extra.
That's what he did before. Hell, he just did cramp the turbos on it. It was just tuned like it was always tuned. It run good.
Yeah, I'm going to tune it
It's all
just like that.
experiment. Just don't sound right.
I'm being too overly cautious with this stupid thing, thinking, oh, it's got to have super low time, it's got to have this, it's got to have this high vacuum motor, use the right power valves in it. Doing it like a naturally aspirated drag motor. I'm going to fix it like that and then lay the boost to it.
Yeah.
Think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do what I know how to do. All right, clean the plugs off and turn the timing up. You can kind of listen to the motor and it'll go from boom, you can tell it's happier. So we'll see what it does with the timing like it is. All right, so we did away with the timing light and just turned it up by ear where that motor was going like boom, 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 boom. Took it up there and it was awesome this time. Didn't have a camera, didn't bring GoPro, nothing. And before the timing was reading 32, 34 degrees, and we just turned it up, probably moved it a full 1/8 of an inch. So the timing is on up there. It was clean. So I'll throw the GoPro in there and go back up the road again. But that time I wasn't babying it. I just went, turned out, went, rah, rah, rah.
Turned up the road and I was like, well, here we go. It'll blow up for round one.
But
It sounded damn good.
I can't believe that. The timing was that bad. And the freaking timing light was telling me it was good.
You've been trying to get some it's tuned in on fucking like 19 degrees timing. And it was so bop it, it couldn't run. That's why it fell on its ass up there.
Yeah,
didn't have no fucking
that
time.
hiccup back through again.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
timing.
hear it pop all the way back down through there.
Oh no, that time it was good. When me and you went up the road with the GoPro in the car, it was the woo poo poo. I'm gonna hook the blow off valve back up and then take it back up the road again with the GoPros and stuff back on it. And this is only 5 pounds. It's gonna have 10 before it's over with. We're just doing like I did Colton's, tweaking, tuning it in, but I was just fed up.
frustrated. I've been there, man. That shit'll piss you
No,
off.
but when the timing light's
Your
telling
ass
you
off,
one
and
thing,
it's just like thinking won't fall over sure as shit. But you know, he always gets me hell about that. I said, just turn it till your ear tells you, and then let it roll and see what happens. Can't beat a good old ear sometimes. Them lights, I don't know what fucks up them lights.
I don't know. I know the one's bad, and I got that one for Arbor Freight.
One's a damn Harbor Fart, and it doesn't. Well, you don't know if some bitch is right out of the box.
I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna order me like a Craftsman or something, spend the money, get a good one. Because it's just, there's no way that was 34 degrees. There's no way I'm like, man, the timing light tells me it's right. What's going on?
You can't, sometimes you can't trust a machine.
But it was funny when I was turning the distributor, advancing it, right where I was fixing, like, that's it. You was like, that's it. It was like, done.
Yeah, you can hear it. It's like,
It went just boom, boom, bam, 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 bam.
It just livens up and gets loose.
Cleaned itself right up.
That's why it sounds so damn sluggish this whole damn time we've been fucking with it with that other cam. And
Yeah.
that's what really made it terrible with that other cam, because the timing wasn't shit. And that other cam wasn't shit, and it really done bad.
So, all right. Let me pause it and hook us up and we'll go up the road. need the 6.5 bag in them. They're lean. Oh no! It's coming out of the turbo. It's oil out of the turbo.
Don't get no fire going. See what's going on.
Stop saying fire.
It's starting to let out of it. Got the turbo puking some oil here. Great dyno again.
Well, it's 4 pounds of boost, so that's...
Fucking fun. We're going to come here and pour some concrete.
It's got to be out of that line. Huh? It come off? Hey, at least it ain't hurt the turbo. That's fine. I'll just put some oil in. I was going to do an oil change anyway. I can't. It's too hot. It'll come off. Alright, it blew the return line off the bottom.
Take a loose clamp.
I didn't tighten those.
Tighten.
Alright, blew the return line off. That's not no big deal. So, I think we're done street dynoing for today.
Mess.
Still not bad. That's pretty good. It ran about like that the last time. At 4 or 5 pounds. Made it run pretty good, just not like crazy. So when I turn it to 7 or 8, it'll be a whole lot better. I don't want to turn the timing up more. I just want to compensate with boost. All right, well, that was a little better. Only 4 pounds of boost, 4 or 5 pounds of boost. We're gonna turn the boost up. It needs a little more time, but we're gonna compensate with boost. But I mean, it's doing better. It still ain't where it needs to be yet, but we're just creeping up on it. I'm gonna probably have 13 pounds before it's over with. Right now, we're fixing to pull a carb off Suburban and put Herbie from New York sent Dad some floats. So we're gonna throw them in the Suburban. That way he won't crush them no more, because it keeps crushing the brass ones. I'm gonna put some good ones in them and should be good to go. So, thank you, Herbie. All right, pull number 2-cylinder plug. You can see it still wants more timing. So where the color change is, yes, it's rich. That's because of me running them so rich before. But you can see where the timing, it wants more timing than that. It needs to be right there in the middle where it rolls over. So, a little rich. This is a very cold plug, NGK10. But motor wants more timing. I'm pulling another one. Look, that's a direct indicator that timing was low, still low. Wants more. All right, so I set the timing on the Suburban at 32 degrees. I know it was 32 degrees. I did it with timing tape, top dead center, and all that stuff, and degreed it. 32 degrees. Set it with my old timing light when it worked with the timing tape. So Dad's like, hey, hook that other timing light up and see where it's at. So we did. And do you know where 32 degrees is on this dial? 52.
Don't borrow a horrible part damn timing thing. Something ain't right.
But it's what? If it's 32 and that says 52, 20 degrees off. So that's why whenever I was setting my timing with the timing light to 30, it was like 10, 5, 6. It was terrible. Oh man.
We were tuning nothing.
Yeah, we tuned it with nothing.
We tuned it for months and got that somebody to run.
Yeah. So you're only as good as your timing light is.
They said they'd be restocking thing when if they brought it back. They know that somebody's coming back.
Yeah.
$31 for that damn thing.
But I mean, but look, see, it goes when you go to 0 with it. So there's 0, but look, you can go that much further. That should be 0. That's probably 20 degrees difference right there.
Market it. Well, market it. Check it right at 0, then count it up and see if it's 32 if you go all the way down to where it stops.
Well, what I did is I started at 0 with the timing with the light while it was running and turned it to your 0 mark lined up, which is what you do with one of these. And when it lined up, it was 52 degrees. So, timing light was the whole issue, that whole combo. It was the timing light the whole time.
Always had good luck with their shit. Don't buy that.
Yeah. It's all right. I'll get me another one. Find me one, a good one somewhere.
We don't support them on that thing.
Oh God, that makes me aggravated.
Yeah, all the damn time we wasted. I could try to tune that son of a up.
Yeah, that's why it was foul plugs. That's why it wouldn't run.
Pop bag, short size. First damn road trip sucked.
All right, so now we know.
38 horsepower.
Yeah, but I set the timing on this 32 locked out when we first put it together, and it ain't moved. I've checked it 5 or 6 times.
So what did we learn today?
Don't trust the timing light. Listen to it. We got the new floats in. Everything's good, fired up. Floats are set, ready to. We put the 8-pound spring in it now, so we're gonna let her.
After we crushed 2 more floats.
Yeah, crushed them. The brass ones I took out was crushed. We got the plastic ones in now, so they're good.
10 pounds, see how it feels.
So.
He made that little device. We ran up 10 pounds, and I said, we're going to smash 2 more floats. He's like, nah. Yeah, they look just like the first thing.
So this thing's on 0, so I got to clear some space.
Perfect way. So, smash 2 more. I've got 4 in my book now.
That sucks right there. Okay, so upon further investigation of this timing light, right here, that is the very bottom of the travel, right there. 0 should be there. That's about, so that's why this thing was off. The sticker's put on wrong.
Yep.
Oh, that frustrates me because when I was setting it at 30, it was 10.
Oh, yeah.
Nowhere near enough timing.
It won't rev.
No. That was the whole issue. Man, that makes me feel dumb. Like you hear it and you know it's wrong, but your light's telling you it's right.
Yeah. Probably help somebody else.
Yeah, probably. But of all the timing lights they could have messed up, they had to mess up mine on a boosted motor. Hey, it was just being super safe, 10 degrees.
Yeah. Well, I tell him, I said, well, at least you didn't stew on it all week and yank it off and put the single on it. So
Yeah, but I did all the tuning, all that tweaking of them carburetors because the timing was 10 degrees locked out.
Yeah, we was fighting with a damn big demon.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
But whatever. All right, that's a wrap. We're done. We're heading to the house.
Find out just all fucking around. Didn't hurt nothing. So.
No. Man.
Shit happened.
So everybody out there, beware. If you get one of these, turn that dial all the way down and make sure it goes to 0.
Yeah, watch it.
Otherwise, you're going to be doing like me and completely retuning a carb setup that was perfect before, making it better.
Ah, yeah, that's hot rod, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got to put my 6.5 power valves and all that stuff back in it now. And
You might not need those.
no, it does. I can tell it needs them.
You just love those.
No, I've always run 4.5, but I can tell it needs a little bit more enrichment out of the hole.
Gauge is dismounted.
Yeah. Just lay it down there and it'll be fine. But all right, that's a wrap. We're going to head to the house. I wonder if you can hear the birdies. We got like a nest in here of these little
We
birds.
got 4 or 5 little birds in there.
Flew out and hit me yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. You get into it with it.
Shh, shh, shh. See if you can hear them.
Yeah. She's always getting startled when we come in here, so I put up that American bandana because she's looking out for her kids, and this is American, and that's going to be a right set of birds growed up the right way in America, an American flag. Plus, she's in there changing her clothes. Shit, I want to see her booty.
They're going to come out eagles because of that flag.
They may
Them
be
little,
eagles.
no, they're not. They're them little brown
I told
birds.
Justin, I was like, dude, you ever wonder if an eagle makes a nest like that? Could you imagine one of them big fuckers having like 3 little birds in a nest?
Where'd it go? I heard it. There's 2 of them. I guess there's a mama and a papa. They've been flying in out here all day with food.
But a damn eagle, man, that'd be a big old nest.
There it is. Oh man, you missed it.
Well, let's sit right there a minute. She'll come to the nest.
I got to pause. I'm out of battery.